as his plan for replacing cash, checks, and credit cards with new personalized 666 barcode system were implemented, peace and order began to be re-established. Now, in tonight's program, our great world leader unveils Stage 2 of his plan for the perfect world. The amazing new 666 biochip implant, guaranteeing you physical health and spiritual well-being at the punch of a computer key, plus the guarantee of lifelong security within the new 666 world order.
Watch out for 666. Watch out for 666.
In a vision of the future, I saw in a vivid dream that the hour is soon coming when men will become machines. A new one world order will rise and then demand that all the world's people receive their scientific brand. I saw a tiny free program, computer chips so thin, implanted in men's foreheads underneath their skin, linking all its bearers to the system's central brain, the master computer that over them will reign.
Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you on your self-control. Don't sell your soul.
Men's thoughts will be programmed by this new technology. Those who take the number, their slaves will always be. So hearken to this warning, if it's life and love you choose,
Then you'll follow the truth, and that mark you will refuse. Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you of your self-control. Watch out for 666 and their computer chip that is designed to strip you of your self-control. Don't sell your soul. Don't sell your soul. Watch out for 666.
So that's an absolute classic. It will never get old. I'm sorry if you're tired of it. You're going to keep seeing it around here. So, you might have to sit out the first couple minutes of the live stream because you're going to see it 9 times out of 10. It's just a classic, isn't it? Because y'all see me dancing like on the side of the screen. Was anybody paying attention? I don't know.
Sure could.
Let's address the chat real quick. Let's see. We've got a few peeps. We got Marcy T up in the house. How you doing, sweetheart? Waiting for the King of Kings says, my first time here. Yay. Welcome, sweetheart.
Welcome.
And your name is Karen. Well, hello, Karen. It is nice to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking your time, taking the time out of your day to come and listen to us rant. That's awesome of you. And I can't help but notice, but your name is Karen. Did you get a lot of like Karen jokes within the past couple years? I just have to know. Please drop that in the chat. You got to tell me. Fancy Truth. We got Brenda. Hey, Brenda up in this piece. We got Mark. Howdy, howdy. Ed talking about purple nurple. I mean, the first comment you leave in the chat, Ed, is about purple nurple. Bro, what is wrong with you? With the emoji too. What is wrong with you? Okay. Yeah. And Most Mundane said, isn't it time to be cooking dinner? Well, I literally just ate before we came on here. What about you, Miss Maskless?
Not dinner time yet.
Not
So
dinner time.
nope, not for a while.
Okay. All right. Hey, Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty up in this house. We got our daily up in the house. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, they can keep their so-called healthcare system. Ditto. Absolutely. Yeah. And we got High Plains Drifter up in this piece. Sounds like bird food. Oh, you just clowned Ed's dish. Oh, as I was reading the comment, I was trying to figure out what that was. Like, what is he cooking? I don't know. I thought I was gonna leave it alone, but hey, you had to address it, so I'm gonna read it out loud. You put it in the chat. Hey. Oh, we got JP. We got Gypsies. Gypsies is in the house. Hey, I made it. Well, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, we've got the Black Spring with Autumn up in this piece. How you doing? We've got Jason up in here. 1 more hour to work. Then on to the weekend. All right, TGIF up in here. He don't understand. He don't understand a hen's food. Wow. But yeah, to be fair though, I believe Ed does bodybuilding. Like, do you bodybuild? That what you do, Ed? Doing 150 push-ups a day. You got something going on over there. We got Waters Above up in the house. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. What's going on? What's going on? Big Smoke up in this piece asking, did anyone vote? Okay. Well, Miss Maskless, I'll let you take that one. Did you vote?
Please refer to my stream from the other day. I can leave a link if you'd like to check it out.
Right. Please reach out to my publicist.
I can leave a link in the chat for my live stream the other day where I covered that.
Yep. Might not get the answer you're looking for. I'm not sure. I haven't voted since 2014. Excellent. Yeah. Was that the year where Obama ran for his second term? If that's it, I think that's the only time that I voted. I can't remember if it was his first
12.
time or his second time.
That would have been 12.
That would have been 12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So no. So I actually know I was old enough to vote on Obama's first term. So it would have been 2008 then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was the one and only time I've ever voted, was when I voted for Obama. Unfortunately,
Yep.
because I was under mind control, and trust me, I woke up quick. Okay.
Yep. I feel you.
Yep. Waters Above said, just popping in. Can't stay right now. Much love. All right. Much love, sweetheart. It's always good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you hit that like button. I've never said that before. I think that's the first time I've ever asked somebody to hit the like button. I don't even know what it means. Like, does it do anything for real?
I didn't know that was coming. Like, normally I know what you're going to say next, but I was like, oh, that just came out of nowhere.
I gotcha.
You just mixing it up on me.
Yeah.
I don't even know you.
Like, I don't know who you are anymore. Yeah. Thank you. I was just joking, Waters Above, but I really appreciate that.
She's like, all right, geez.
All right, I guess I hit the freaking like button. I guess if you care so much. Wow. Yeah, you see what a farce it is. Black Spring says, when you learn better, you do better. What y'all talking about? Y'all on some serious stuff. Okay, so all right. Disclaimer. I'm gonna let y'all know we have nothing planned. We are here chatting. We want to see what everybody was up to. Yeah. Were you gonna say, Twin?
No, I was just saying surprise. We had nothing planned. Just a free flow stream here, so just be shooting the breeze.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Big Smoke left an interesting comment. There is something so refreshing to hear. There is something so refreshing to hear someone regret voting for Obama. Oh yeah.
I've only talked to people who do regret voting for him.
Yeah,
I've never heard somebody be like, I voted for him and I'm so glad.
Yeah, and I mostly come across people who can't wait to vote for him again if he had a chance to run. So yeah, they're ready for the crap show. Unfortunately. Hey, we got Tanya in the house. Everyone came out of my shell to say hi. Hey, sweetheart. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to come out of your shell to spend it with us. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Let's see. He tickled a lot of ears for sure, Gypsies. Gypsies, I love how you spelled your name. That's awesome. That's so dope. Supplanter, how you doing? Good to see you. Only 8 minutes ago. Day off on Veterans Day. Glad to be here. Awesome. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much. And I got my brother calling me. I'm about to do something so ghetto. I'm about to answer my phone on stream. Okay, take it away, Miss Maskless.
Oh no, she just freaking puts me on the spot like that. Dang.
You should come in the chat. We live right now.
So thanks for coming,
All right.
everybody. Like Uncle said, we really don't have anything planned. We're just shooting the breeze, like we've already done once today. I mean, we talked to the phone for like 2 hours before we came on here. So apparently we can't get enough of each other. So here we are. So hope everybody's having a good day. And we thought we'd come on a little bit earlier, kind of at a different time. We've never really streamed around this time before. So we'll see how it goes.
Right. We have never streamed this early together.
So yeah, so let us know if you guys like it, don't like it, whatever. I'm just curious.
Absolutely. Do y'all like us being on here this early? We've got Tyler Whitmore music in the house. What's up, y'all? It's
Y'all like
Scoville.
us at all?
Right. Good question. That's Scoville. Hey, Scoville. Okay. Yeah, Big Smoke said all presidents are related. Absolutely. We got Rosie Chica up in the house. How you doing, sweetheart? How you doing? How you doing? I was curious about the video game. Which video game? Which video game, Autumn? Yeah, we got Chit Chat and Tea with Amanda Marie. Oh, I just love reading your name. I just feel like I have to read it with a little bounce like that. Was that your intention? Was that your intention? Because it totally worked. Yeah. Oh, we got Samoan Watchman up in the house. What? No notifications? I mean, hey.
Doesn't even matter if you hit the bell.
Right. What else is new? Yeah. We got JP. That's my brother, y'all. That's my my for real brother. If y'all don't know,
Hey,
JP is in the house. JP is up in the house. Yep. Less likely to put me to sleep at this hour. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get that. Yep. Okay. And Chit Chat and Tea with Amanda Marie said yes. Yes, it worked. I love it. I love it. I just feel like
You're so good at that, though.
I love it. Okay. Autumn said the video game was wicked. It was the one. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Oh yeah, let's talk about that. Whoa, hold the phone, Miss Maskless. Look who's in the chat. Look who just commented.
Okay.
We've got Gabby L up now. Gabby, we were literally just talking about you. Like we haven't.
Well,
seen
we
you.
sure were.
Yeah, literally haven't seen you in a while, and you pop up in the chat the very next day. Was it yesterday? We were talking about her, or this morning?
I think yesterday.
Wow, that's freaking creepy. Because we were just talking about, the same people we see in the chat all the time. We're like, what happened to Gabby? We don't see Gabby anymore. Oh, you've been sick. Oh, I'm sorry, Gabby. Wow, I'm sorry. Okay, JP said, I love evening talk shows. You guys, the best. Absolutely. Thank you, JP. I'll be praying for you, Gabby. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad you're okay, though. I'm glad you're kicking it with us today.
Yep, glad you're here.
I quit most YouTube. Yeah. Get well, Gabby. I'll live, of course. Absolutely. The boogeyman not going to get you. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I guess we can pull that article up and we can have a discussion about that because I touched on it just for a few minutes briefly before I ended the live stream yesterday. But I had an engagement to get to, so I kind of had to rush through it. But we can brainstorm about this. And do y'all want to see the movie trailer again? How do you feel about that, Ms. Maskless? You want to show the trailer?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it up.
Okay. All right. I'm loading. I'm queuing everything up, y'all. So, yeah. In my Richie from Boston voice, stand by. Hold on, that was horrible. Stand by. All right. Speaking of that, we'll touch on that too. I'm queuing it all up. At any rate, okay. And all right, I got the trailer queued. Then I'm gonna share. See, I've already been doing too much laughing. Now my nose running. Oh my goodness gracious! Already. already. But first of all, I really appreciate every last one of you stopping by to listen to us talk. Thank y'all so much for coming by
Me
just to
too.
hang with us. Yeah. So I just get a lot out of this. I get a lot of just chilling with y'all and conversing. So I really appreciate it. Or don't. Yes, Curious Georgia got it. Or don't. Yes. 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 Excellent. Thank you so much, Curious Georgia. Thank you so much for that.
Woo!
You just warmed my heart with that. Yes. Or don't. Yes. Leave it up on cool so I can rewind. Okay. Absolutely. All right. So let me share this real quick. Ooh, I'm hitting the wrong thing here. Let's do this button here and another click there and another click here. All right, we're gonna get this up. Yes, Curious Georgia hit that right on the head. And Autumn is in the chat, like, sorry about the typos, like we care. Girl, we not professors. Girl, bye. Okay. All right. Love you, Autumn.
We won't kick you out.
All right. Yeah,
You're
300
allowed,
seconds.
you're
Right.
allowed 3.
300-second timeout for Autumn. 300-second timeout for typos.
Oh no, just kidding, just kidding.
All right, hold on. So first of all, for those who may not know, I'm all rude. I'm just bringing this up. I ain't even talking about what I'm showing this for. So Oculus founder claims he made a VR headset that actually kills you if you die in a game.
Oh, this is so disgusting. I'm so upset about this.
Yep, that is crazy, right?
My 10-year-old nephew has one.
Oh, he has an Oculus?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We could definitely do a show about that alone. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. It's disgusting.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and read some of this for
Yeah.
you guys. For those who weren't, I see a couple faces who weren't on here yesterday. If you didn't know about this, the founder of virtual reality VR firm Oculus claims he has designed a new headset that can kill you in real life if you die in a game. Palmer Lucky, not so lucky, said the device was inspired by Sword Art Online, the Japanese novel series turned anime in which players are trapped in an online role-playing game where death in the game means death in the real world because of the killer nerve gear headset they wear. Lucky launched Oculus in 2012 before selling it to Crapbook for $2 billion, B as in boy, okay, in 2014. During his tenure at the helm, he created the Oculus Rift and other VR tech that now underpin Meta's big bet on the metaverse, an alternative world where you can work, play, and meet people without leaving your home. So, the idea of tying your real life to the virtual avatar has always fascinated me. You instantly raise the stakes to the maximum level and force people to fundamentally rethink how they interact with the virtual world and the players inside it, Lucky wrote in a now viral blog post. So, only the threat of serious consequences can make a game feel real to you and every other person in the game. Like, who wants this?
Not me.
All right, when game over blows your head up. Lucky, who left Oculus in 2017 and founded Anduril Industries, a high-tech military contractor, of course, went on to detail that he was working on a real-life version of the nerve gear and was halfway there. The bad news is that so far, I have only figured out the half that kills you, he wrote. The perfect VR half of the equation is still many years out. Sure. Yeah. Lucky explained the device is connected to 3 explosive charge modules. What? That are tied to a narrow band photo sensor that can detect when the screen flashes red at a specific frequency. When an appropriate game over screen is displayed, the charges fire, instantly destroying the brain of the user, he said. What the heck? It's like some Saw stuff. And Racehorses dropped something in the chat. Like, what is that? You see that, Twin? hit it. It looks kind of spammy. My bad. It just distracted me. Like, what the heck is that? All right. So, having skin in the game. As ARS Technica points out, there have been previous attempts to raise the stakes for gamers. In 2001, a Pain Station art installation in Germany threatened players who lost a game of Pong with sensations such as heat, punches, and electroshocks of varying duration, as Wired described at the time. So, you know what, Twin?
Hmm?
I'm actually, well, apart from the fact that there's a movie that literally, tells a story about you dying. If you die in the game, you die in real life. Apart from that predictive programming, years before, do you remember? Well, you're not really a gamer, so you might not know, but you could get gaming magazines in the mail, like Game Informer, Game Pro, stuff like that. You can get a magazine every month that come to your house and tell you about all the games that's coming up, all game related technology and all this stuff. So me and my brother were actually the nerds who read the articles. Like I would actually sit and read these books,
I'm not
So,
surprised.
hey, what are you trying to say? Anyway.
Nothing.
So there was always one article that my brain kind of goes back to. I never forgot it. It kind of burned itself into my memory because it disturbed me so much back then, even before I even knew about all of this. And I was just a little video game nerd, just totally into, PlayStation 2. This was toward like the end of the PlayStation 2 life cycle. There was an article in the Game Informer that said there was a chip that they were implanting into people that would shock you if you think about Xbox instead of PlayStation.
What?
Yeah, and this was in the Game Informer magazine. I will never forget it. I will never forget it. At that, back then I was just like, why? Like, why would you create such a thing? Why would anyone want such a thing implanted inside of them?
It's so disgusting. What is the point?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just wicked.
That is nuts. So it kind of just stuck with me. So from that point on, I kind of knew, because you know what? If you grew up in the least bit type of Christian household, you heard about the mark of the beast, some kind of implantable chip one day. Maybe we didn't know exactly how it was going to turn out, but we knew of some sort of implantable technology at some point. So when I read that, it stuck with me like, whoa, is this type of programming going to come from the gamification of everything, from the video gaming aspect, from this type of programming? And now it's really shaping up to be with something like this. So now you got the whole metaverse. You got the Ready Player One movie where, they're just in the, the real life is the crappy world where everyone aspires to be in the virtual world.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'll never forget that article that I saw. Like, now this really brought it back up into my mind. It's kind of like it traumatized me. When I read this headline, it was like, whoa, okay.
Sick. So sick.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and play the movie trailer. For those who may not know, it was a horror movie called Stay Alive. Came out in 2006. I really should have looked up all the numbers, see if there's any numerology or symbology associated with it, but I kind of forgot. My bad. I told y'all we didn't have anything planned for the stream, but now that we into it, we may as well chat about it. But let's go ahead. Let's do this.
Play this new game, man. Yeah? Seriously, it's creepy. Oh. Hello?
Stay Alive? Never heard of it.
Yeah, this could be nice. Sweet Sebastian Bach, I want to play.
Miller, you signed in yet? I'm here.
All right, let's boot it up. The name of this game is Stay Alive. We don't know much else other than we're not supposed to have it.
Whoa. You guys feel that?
Hell yeah.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
Damn it, man, she got me. Some woman, man. Hey, somebody out there? Miller, who are you talking to, man?
You play the game too long. You know, you start seeing stuff. Hello?
Miller died the same way he died in the game. This can't just be a coincidence.
I think you're right.
Serious, man? Listen to yourself. Don't you get it? If you die in the game, you die for real. Anybody out there? Hey. Oh, shit.
The game's become a reality.
My God.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that.
That's one of those movies that at the time when it came out, I would have just laughed about and like said, that's so stupid. And who would ever go see that? And I mean, here we are. Here we are talking about it all these years later, and it's relevant. It's insane.
Yep. Here we go. Full circle. We actually had that movie. You know, my brother and I, you know, in our family, we were huge horror film fans. So it doesn't matter how stupid it may have seemed. We
And
will
they're
watch it.
nerds.
Yep. We will watch it. I remember back when stores would actually sell like a wide range of movies. We would get random movies. We would just read the back of the cover and just buy it. We would call it buy and try. And my brother would literally take it and throw it like a frisbee if he didn't like it. Like we would give them 15 minutes. We would hit up those $5 bins. I'm telling you, there were gems in those $5 movie bins. We would read the back of it.
Yeah, I used to do the same thing.
If
Just
he
go
didn't like
buy
it,
them and like, yeah.
he would throw it. So yeah, we actually had Stay Alive on DVD. We would watch it all the time because, you know, we were gamers. So, you know, any type of movie about video games, we were kind of into it. Like, hey, one where you actually die, you know, back then we were kind of like, you know, not really putting two and two together. But
yeah,
to see it actually come full circle is wow. And yeah, the thing literally makes your head explode. So it makes me think of one of the Saw movies. Like, didn't one of the Saw movies have something where your head explodes?
I mean, you're right, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I guess they've tested it out, and that's how they know. I mean, it's pretty disturbing, but
right, absolutely.
It reminds me. I only saw it once, and I hated it. The stupid Avatar movie, you know, with the whole blue people or whatever. Isn't that the same type of concept where if they die in real life or something, like, or maybe it's reverse? Like, I'm trying to remember because, like I said, I only saw it the one time and I hated it so much. I tried to like block it out of my memory.
Well, no, they weren't dying like in that movie. If they died in the blue thing, like they would just wake up in the human world.
Okay, I was trying to think, like, I thought the one guy was like dying in real life or something, and he just like uploaded his consciousness. I don't know. So maybe it's that kind of thing. I don't really know. I should be quiet because I don't know what I'm talking about. But
yeah, he wasn't dying. He was just
I can't remember.
Yeah, he found his real
hated that
human
movie.
physical life to be useless because he was a paraplegic and he fell in love with the blue people god, so they uploaded him. But the one lady was literally dying. She died before her consciousness could be fully sent over.
Oh no, what a shame.
Yeah. So, but look, check this out though. It gets
Why didn't
weirder.
she get on that when she had a chance?
Look, but check this out though. It gets weirder. Now you know there's a sequel for it now called The Way of the Water. The Way of Water. Yeah, because you know they're talking about the waters above the earth because you know Earth isn't what NASA tells us. They tell us in movies. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. But she has actually been reincarnated.
Shut up.
So yeah, this new age
Oh my goodness, that's
crap.
disgusting. What the
Yes,
heck?
they're gonna take it all the way. They're taking it all the way. I'm trying to tell you.
Wow, that's crazy.
Right, and
Ugh.
I don't mean to switch gears again, but JP just reminded me of something. With the gamification of everything, since we're horror fans, there was one of the Friday the 13th movies, Jason X, the 10th edition, with 10th one with the X, of course. They had a virtual reality like scene in that movie where they were wearing the headsets and the world was fully immersive, and he would when he would
Huh.
kill people in that virtual world, they would just kind of break out of it. They wouldn't die
Yeah.
for real, but because Jason couldn't tell the difference between the virtual world and the real world, but he was killing them in the video game.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, they've been
I never thought of
programming.
that.
Yeah, they've been programming this entire time.
For
So,
sure.
crazy, right? And I'm so behind on the chat. Ed talking about tacos. Ed, go away.
Of course.
Yeah. Autumn said my sister has an Oculus, but I refuse to put it on. Smart woman. Yep, smart woman. Rosie Chica still up in the house. I appreciate y'all. Gabby. Now, Mighty Whitey. You see that name in the chat? Mighty Whitey. Okay. I have to know. Does your name trigger people? Because that's hilarious.
It must.
So you know the heterosexual Christian white man is like public enemy number one, covertly. So, and you're around. I just hey, I'm just curious. I have to know. All right. Somebody Supplanter said, who wouldn't want to go live live on the God of War or live on the God of War? It's like they're tapping into the subconscious, which stays with you. Of course. Y'all are funny. My brother-in-law says they are just enjoying life. Of course. Okay, everyone pick your agent name. Go. Dang, Tanya just put everybody on spot. I don't know. Right. So, Miss Maskless,
my agent name.
Right. So if you were a Fed,
I'm sorry, my agent name.
If you were a Fed trolling accounts, what would your name be? Wow. All right. Sitting on a beach via Oculus. Really? Oh, so sad.
Yeah, I could see that. They even have those treadmills where you can watch, like, you can pick your scenery. Like, so while you're on your treadmill and you're running or walking or what have you, you can pick, like, a scene to watch, and it moves with you like you're there, like a forest or a beach or whatever.
Right.
So it's like any escape from reality. I mean, I know exercise, like, it's pretty rough for a lot of people. It's not the most fun thing, but dang, I mean, what's wrong with just listening to music? I mean,
Hey, look, you've got people dropping their so Rosie Chica says something super cool and slick and 33 degree.
boom.
Wow. Supplanter said agent grabs by the heel.
Oh,
JP said, now I'm thinking about the kids show VR Troopers. Wow, now that's a throwback. And we got Johnny Cool up in the house. Hey, Johnny Cool up in here with Uncool. How you doing? Oh, that was so lame, but I couldn't pass that up. Hey there. Autumn said Agent Corona Chuck.
What's yours, Tanya?
Supplanter said Agent Richard Smoker. Wow. Yep. I probably shouldn't say out loud what that sounds like, but I'm sure y'all get it. Wow. All right, y'all. So I promise we didn't have anything planned out. Maybe we should play the trailer for that Avatar movie, Way of the Water.
Yeah. Does it come out this year?
I think so. Marcy T said, Madam Butterfly, you just had to make yours cute. Like I'm gonna stay innocent and beautiful.
She's like, of course I'd be a butterfly. What else would I be? Come on.
Right. JP said, Miss Maskless, that sounds like an episode from Black Mirror.
What?
Let me think. So does Black Mirror have oh yeah, Black Mirror does have a game, an episode about a game where if you die in the game, you die in real life. And the simulation was so intense. The episode is about 45 minutes long with this guy in this game simulation. The episode is literally called Game Tester, but the impulses and the frequencies he felt while experiencing the video game, he died in real life, like in our physical life. He died in 15 seconds.
15, you say?
Yes, of course.
15 exactly. Mm.
Yep. So the entire length of the episode, you're watching this guy experience this VR video game, and it looks so, it's just literally like real life. The game is so real, you cannot differentiate real and fake.
Yeah.
So the game scared him so bad to the point where he just screamed like just uncontrollably. So when they showed his real body, when he had the headset on, he was just sitting there shaking like this. And they said, yep, that's another one, 15 seconds. And he was like, well, at least that was a record. So they were killing people faster than that with the video game.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah, so JP, you really just reminded me of that. I forgot. They had an episode where the video game, you die in the video game, it actually kills you, but it kills you in the matter of seconds. Like soon as they flip it on, you die. Yes, that's what I call my stupid neighbor, Karen.
Aw.
Wow. So Chit Chat and Tea with Amanda Marie said, my 22-year-old son has a VR headset and I put it on once and it made me dizzy. Forget it. Yeah, I pretty much stayed away from it because I have cataracts and and glaucoma that just wouldn't mix well. So no. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm getting all off topic. Yeah, we were supposed to play the trailer for the new Avatar movie. Okay, let's do that. Let's hop into it. I'm so busy reading the comments. Hey, we got Disciple of the Messiah up in the house. How you doing? Doing? Okay, Supplanter said, have you never heard the Ween song, Mr. Richard Smoker? If not, you are super, super fast. Amazing. No, I haven't. Nope, I've never heard that song, actually. Zenwin, much love. Can't chat today, but here listening. All right, I appreciate you, sweetheart. Man, I appreciate y'all hopping in the chat. And what the YouTubers say. Let's be YouTubers tonight. Hit that like button, share the stream. Okay.
You already said it once, so you might as well just keep rolling with it.
Right,
If you would just take a moment to hit the like button.
Yep. Just go ahead and just smash that like button. Go ahead and hit the share. Hit the notification bell. Go ahead so you get your notifications.
It's free. Go ahead.
Right. My merchandise link is in the description. Go and get yourself a t-shirt.
Oh, it feels so unnatural. I can't even say it without laughing.
It's so weird. Like,
boy, here we go.
I just love that booty chin on him in this.
Boy, here we go.
Here we go.
So he can blow his nose and wipe his butt at the same time.
Oh, gross.
We got a dog named Boo up in the house. Oh, we got Zepzo in the house. How you doing?
Hello.
Always good to see you. Always good to see you, Zepzo. Thank y'all so much. I love how all these YouTube channels criticize churches while throwing down the PayPal links. Absolutely, same thing. That's so funny. All right, how about let me pull up the trailer. Dang, Miss Maskless is making me lose my train of thought. Goodness,
it's always my fault.
Goodness, jeez, just inconsiderate.
You know how I roll.
All right, I'm looking for one that won't get us a copyright ding. No, not one with millions and millions of views. Shoot, geez, that's all of them. Look at this one: 29 million, 36 million. 666. Dang, 4.8 million. Okay, yeah, maybe we can look at this one. Okay, I gotta look at somebody's run-of-the-mill upload. Okay, so we won't catch a hit here. So, PooTube, fair use. We are sharing this information for educational purposes only. I don't make money off of this. Okay, I'm not a professional, and this is for what else? What else do they say? What for broadcasting and informational purposes? I don't know. All right, let me stop being a dork. Okay, let's come on. All right, and all right, I'm waiting for it to pop up here. Let me see. Did I not share the screen? Am I sharing the screen?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right. Let me start it over.
Dad, I know you think I'm crazy. Mind those big rocks. But I feel her. I hear her heartbeat. She's so close.
So what does her heartbeat sound like?
Mighty.
We cannot let you bring your war here.
Outcast. That's all they see.
I see you.
The way of water connects all things. Before your birth and after your death.
This is our home!
I need you with me. And I need you to be strong. Strongheart.
Did we see some Sim Salabim action there, twin? Did you see that?
There's always Sim Salabim action when you're in the stream, okay?
Look at her. Check that out.
Ooh.
Sim Salabim.
Yep. That's what's going on. You nailed it.
Oh, man.
Talk about unnecessary. I'm sorry. Who was like, please make an Avatar 2. Please make a sequel.
And
I just hated it.
And you know, there was a full-on diagnosis, like legit diagnosis of Avatar depression. Like you can like look it up.
From
they were
seeing the most horrible movie ever. Is that what it is?
So Avatar depression is when people were watching this movie so much, like constantly going to the movie theater with the original one, constantly going to the movie theater to go see it and would be fully immersed into the movie, but that when the movie ended, they would be depressed because they're no longer in the world of Pandora. They would be depressed. And
wow,
it became a legit disorder called avatar depression.
Well, no comment.
Yep.
No comment. What can I say?
Right. So there's that.
I mean,
And
that's
we've
just like with anything else. People get obsessed.
facts. So, yep. Oh, we got Mentally Illest Radio up in the house. How you doing? Yep. From wanting to live on Pandora, like just be there. I don't know. But then they released it in theaters 2-3 times over, right? I think they're gonna release it again before the second one comes out. They're gonna release the first one in theaters.
Are they? I
Yep.
wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they always have a money making scam, so there you go.
Right. Look at Mentally Illest. I want to be a Navi. Oh my goodness gracious. Of course you do. I see blue people. Y'all are funny. But yeah, there's that. And so much money goes into that, that stuff. And then they take that new age spirituality as far as it can go.
Mm-hmm.
As far as their imagination will take them, because they know people are in search of answers anywhere but the Bible.
Right.
Anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yep. So there's that. So what else are we gonna chit chat about here? Because we ain't got nothing planned. What's on your mind, Twin?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, we could talk about Richie from Boston. Let's touch on that. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, let's dish on that.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Miss Maskless here has triggered the community by making a video.
Yeah.
Pretty much letting you know that you shouldn't just blindly trust everybody. The Bible tells you to trust no man. I mean, even us, whatever we say, go back and research it. Okay. Just don't sit here and just soak up everything everybody says. Truth hurts. How you doing?
Hey,
good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I just saw a different icon like in the chat out of my peripheral vision. I'm like, who's that? All right. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, Gypsies. Test all spirits. Absolutely. So Ms. Maskless made a video just suggesting we have to test all spirits because Richie from Boston was featured in an Inside Edition news clip where us as so-called truthers or whatever you want to call us. I don't like to use the truther word because it's so subverted. It just,
I know. Yeah.
I don't really like to
use what
that
it is
word.
though. I mean,
right. Whatever you call us, okay. So Richie from Boston, it was on a news clip, and then it's kind of like we sit here all the time, pulling up news clips, pulling up, just talking about how the news is, used for witchcraft and mind control, and they lie, and then for him to actually go on the news or Inside Edition and actually be featured in the story, it's just kind of like, why would you do such a thing? And this is what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, that basically sums it up. Like,
absolutely.
I don't feel like it's any groundbreaking news. I feel like most people are aware, not everyone, and
obviously,
not everyone will, come to the same conclusion, and that's fine, whatever. But yeah. So I'm constantly getting those suggestions from Inside Edition in my YouTube newsfeed because of doing research for like our Halloween show and stuff like that. And so yeah, it just came up in my feed and it was like basically like just auto playing, and I wasn't even really looking at it, but I heard the voice and I was like, hold on. Hold on. Is that Richie from Boston? And I'm telling you, I've never watched a single stream, video, or anything of his, but he's like a character. It's like if you're in this so-called community, you're familiar with him. So it's like I didn't even have to see him. I heard the voice and I was like, that has to be Richie. And sure enough, and I'm like, wait a second, am I still on Inside Edition here? Because I thought maybe that ended and another one started. But yeah, so here's the clip, I guess.
All right, we're gonna roll that beautiful bean footage, and here we are. Ms. Masters doesn't remember that commercial. I just had to say it again because she doesn't remember. Sorry, twin. All right, here we go.
On this scary stretch of road popular with tourists and known as one of the most dangerous in America. Now it has claimed new victims. 2 nurses and their tour guide driver killed after their Jeep plunged over a cliff along Camp Bird Road in the Colorado mountains. How dangerous and treacherous are the roads in this area?
There's a million unforeseen things.
This haunting photo of a jubilant Diana Robles was snapped shortly before the deadly crash. The 28-year-old and her aunt, Ophelia Figueroa Perez, both dedicated nurses from Yuma, Arizona, were on a vacation, taking in the breathtaking scenery. Ami Robles is Diana's grieving sister. Did you know they would be on such a treacherous road?
I didn't have any idea.
Off-roading expert Richard Comito has driven the dangerous stretch.
These are one lane.
So, okay, I'm going to pause this right here. And first off, I want to say, Miss Maskless, I just noticed how obnoxiously huge your logo is in the lower corner here.
I mean, it doesn't look like that on my tiny little phone screen, so my bad, people. I'm sorry.
I was like, she ain't playing with y'all. Ain't playing.
No, like, that's just me. Like, that's how, like, unprofessional I am, I guess. I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't make videos on, like, a laptop or anything. Like, I literally just use my phone. So some things don't always, come out the way that I wish they would. So now I know about that one, but I can't can't do anything about it now. It's far too late for that.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. But the point I was about to make, we literally, I just literally mentioned the truther word for Inside Edition to actually put the word truther.
No,
up here.
that's me.
Oh, okay. I'm like, did they do that? All right.
No, that's me.
Good. I'm about to be like, yo, I now really don't want to use that word. Like, how are they using it? Thanks for telling me, because geez. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to it. I'm going to rewind it a little bit since I interrupted it. My bad, y'all. Okay.
Has driven the dangerous stretch.
These are one-lane, twisting, curving roads carved into the side of a mountain with 100 to 1,000 foot drops on either side. No guardrails. It is probably one of the scariest things you'll ever do. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Richie from Jailbreak Overlander. This is Jailbreak Overlander. Keep that in mind as you're commenting. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the only channel they did not take down. Let's try to keep it that way, if at all humanly possible.
But what I do, that I will do, that I may cut off occasion from them which desire occasion, that wherein they glory, they may be found even as we. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
Yep. And I thought that was a pretty interesting video. I thought it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just came up in my feed. I've never followed him. I just know who he is. I'm pretty familiar with what he is about. Not someone that I've ever been drawn to, but, so I just feel like it's things that most people know or, should know. So I just put it out there. I mean, I don't really feel like I drew any other conclusions besides, okay, here's the information. You can decide what you. We have someone who's supposedly like a longtime truther, right? Been around a long time, who's supposed to be aware of these things, who's, whatever, in the know. Okay, so I just don't understand why someone would get involved with mainstream media. I mean, mainstream media, it's nothing but lies. They constantly lie, manipulate, and really it's like they're basically casting a spell. The audience is under a spell, basically. They're spellbound when they watch that crap. So and Inside Edition, they push all the narratives. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, they do.
And they have like a lot of celebrity stuff all the time, that kind of thing. So I'm like, why, as a truther, why would you want to get involved in that? I just don't understand. And so there's that. On the flip side, why in the world would Inside Edition reach out to Richie from Boston? Okay, so there's over 300 million Americans. Okay, how many so-called experts in off-roading could there be? I mean, a lot, I would imagine. In that clip, they show footage from other YouTubers who also do the same type of thing, but for some reason, none of them were on air. None of them were interviewed. Only Richie from Boston, who they call an expert, was interviewed, on air. So it's just pretty interesting to me. I mean, if I were contacted by Inside Edition, I would know that I was doing something wrong. I would say, whoa, I better change something here. If I'm appealing to mainstream media, I'm doing something wrong. I would never agree to do that. And I would never want to, be approached. I would never want to be asked to do it. So that's just kind of where I'm coming from on that. And yeah, so.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely something to pay attention to. I mean, with all of us who do this information, so you make these kind of videos, you have to test all spirits. I mean, because you never know. You don't know what we do behind closed doors. I'm just saying, just being real. And I was a huge fan of Richie from Boston. I mean, there's that. At any rate, I used to watch him all the time. And just this one particular time when he had, he started to put the shield doctors on during the scamdemic. He had Carrie Madej on, and I was in the chat, just talking to people like, yo, like this lady's like new age, like what are y'all doing here? So, and it was like a whole cult following, like, how dare you? No, she isn't, like, and it just kind of turned me off. The same with the other guy, Dr. Kaufman.
Yeah.
Kaufman. Yeah, I can't think of his first name right now, but
Andrew,
right, Andrew Kaufman. Yeah.
Convenient last name too. Kaufman.
Yep. So him, Carrie Madej, Tenpenny, all of them were members of the what was it called? The Seven Grains fully did an expose.
Yeah, I can't remember right now.
The Federation of Light or something with light in the end of it. Yeah, something super new agey.
That they shut down once they knew that, we all found out about it. So
yeah, once they realized we were on to them, they fully updated the website. Their logo was literally the satanic pentagram. And yeah, now they call it something else. All their pictures are all still on there. Their association, you can still go and visit the website. I think I have the link for it. If y'all care to see that, I think I have the link for the updated version of the website, but it was once called something else. And Tenpenny has since taken herself off since it got fully exposed. Or, I don't think Madej's pictures on it. She's trying to hold tight to her reputation. So once it all got exposed, they really scrubbed it. Like, so it was just interesting for him to have the doctor on. And then, of course, he claimed ignorance. Oh, he didn't know, blah, blah, blah. Just like I'm sure he claimed ignorance with Inside Edition. Oh, I didn't know Inside Edition was, I'm just saying, like, it's a possibility.
I have no idea. I mean, if that's been addressed or not, but really it doesn't matter. I feel the same way about it with the doctors and that kind of crap. I mean, okay, so you've reversed your position on the whole thing and said, oh, it was a mistake to have Carrie Madej on, and I don't, support her, and I'm exposing her. Okay, we all make mistakes, for sure. But I mean, when he had her on, she had already demonstrated all of the all the signs and the associations and show what she was really about. So where was your discernment to begin with? Like that's an issue for me. Like I said, we all make mistakes. Everybody should get a pass on that, but I just find it really, really strange that you would just like back someone so hard just to reverse your position. And now, you're calling them a witch. It's like, well, she really hasn't changed since she first got put out there. So that's pretty odd to me. And I want to address a few comments I saw. I can't really follow the chat right now when I'm talking like that. But so Planter said he was called an expert. If one remembers correctly, he was called a truther. No, the truther, that was my caption. Like I put that up there with the quote unquote truther thing. I did that, and Inside Edition was the one that was calling him an expert, like an off-roading expert or something like that. So that's just to clear that up.
All right, I'm trying to look for the website now because now the link doesn't even come up now. It's called Academy of Divine Knowledge. That's what that's what it's called. Now you can't even find it. I know I've recently sent the link to someone. I'm gonna find it, y'all, because it's buried now. They don't want people to know all those so-called white coats who are exposing the convid and the mark of the beast. They don't want you to know all those people were shills.
Right. That's how controlled opposition works. They tell you a lot of truth. A lot of truth. It could be 98% truth and 2% lies, but that's how it works. They've got to get you, they have to tell you some truth to get you to trust them. And when it comes to these kind of things, you have to use your own discernment and see if things line up. So I'm not telling you, definitively this person's controlled op or this person's that, whatever. I mean, just do what you will with the information. And also, God can use anybody. So even if you're a controlled op shill, even if you're, whatever, yeah, God can use you for sure. But that's his, that's to his credit, not theirs. So, he's just taking the evil essentially and using it for good. So there's that.
Wow, they have literally taken, it's so hard for me to find it now. I think they've taken the website down, Twin. It's gone. I cannot find it.
I'm sure it is. I don't have it saved or anything, so I'm not going to look for it on my end because I just know I don't have it. But the information is out there, whether we're talking convid, what have you, the information's out there. And, there are many sources besides these so-called doctors, the frontline doctors, just as an example. I mean, the information's out there. So if anybody really wants to know, the information can be found. Just saying. You really can't give any one person credit for putting out truth about that kind of stuff because it's out there. And there are people like you and I putting it out there regularly, and we're not making a penny.
Nope. Wow, this just kind of floored me because I was just looking at this a couple weeks ago when I was trying to wake someone up. I was talking to a guy who was fully involved with, in deep with Robert Malone and Tenpenny and all those shill doctors, Carrie Madej, because they're Christians. He was fully convinced that they're Christian and they're doing X, Y, and Z and exposing evil. And Stu Peters and all of them. It's funny that he lists all of them together in a row. It's funny that they're all associated with one another. All of the shills. He didn't mention anybody who actually does real truth. All the when one person follows one shill, they follow them all. Like they're all interconnected. And wow, this really blows, man. This is crazy how they've taken it all down. They've took the website down. I can't find it. Because this is damnable. This is damning information for them.
Right.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea we were going to get on this, but I really wanted to show y'all that, man.
You said it's Academy of Divine Knowledge, right?
Yeah. Hang on. This could be the problem. I'm gonna try something else to try to find this.
All right. So yeah, just to address some of the comments and stuff in the chat again. Yeah, definitely. God can use anybody. So that's to his credit, not theirs. But also, it's like sometimes, especially when you're first waking up, a lot of people fall for this kind of stuff. But you've got to be willing, and willing, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. You have to be willing to move on beyond them. Okay, it's like, if that person is 100% legit and you've really used your discernment to determine that, then okay. But you have to realize that maybe they are not the end all be all of truth. If they woke you up, great. If they helped you get you on the right path, so to speak, then great. But you just need to be aware. You need to keep an open mind about that and realize that things aren't always what they seem.
Okay, I think I see what they did. They have it blocked now to where you have to join the website to see any information on it. Yep.
I know there was a $33 membership.
Yep. Because now it's called Unified, UNIFYD, like some universe light, some kind of new agey shill stuff. I found it, but it's not fun to look at because you're not really gonna see a lot. Yep. They got it behind a paywall. So now it kind of looks okay. And they took all the big names off the thumbnail. So you got to pay to actually see the big names. Wow. Yeah, I see what they did. Okay. Yeah, they're hiding it. See, and that's enough right there to make you question, like, why can't we see your members?
Right.
All of those so-called white coat doctors that exposed COVID in 2020 were coming out and saying how horrible the jab was. Of course, I'm not a proponent for the jab, obviously, but all those white coats who were on the Stu Peters show and all those doctors on Rumble, including Robert Malone, all of them, New Agers. So either you with Christ or you against him. Now they will say, Lord, Lord. Because Carrie Madej, she'll say Jesus Christ in a second.
Yep, absolutely.
But what does that mean, though? You know what I'm saying? If you're not actually sharing the gospel, like what does that mean?
Right.
Chuck said, Dr. Kaufman.
Uh-huh.
Ed said, red coats, the blue coats, the now white coats. You know, when you're wearing a white coat, you're automatically a doctor, so everyone trusts you.
Automatically trustworthy.
So yeah, that's what I mean when I say white coat. One of the shill doctors, because they had Rumble on lock. In in the height of oh, Shawana, how you doing? Hey Chuck.
Oh, Shawana's in here. I'm sorry, the chat's moving so fast right now.
I know.
Thank you for coming, Shawana. It's good to see you.
Right. Chuck Middleton up in this piece. Hey, Chuck, you want to come in real quick? Oh, New Edge up in this piece. Hey, New Edge. White coat. Yeah, I'm sure he has. Heart Mind Healing Academy. I know they're trying to supplant their stuff. Of course. Waiting for King of Kings. Yep. What's up, Chuck? You want to hop in? Want to let this come hop in on this real quick? Yeah, sure, I can for a bit. All right, yeah. Let's see what you got to say about it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me let this this pendulum swing real quick.
All right, and while Chuck is working on coming in here, I'm just gonna talk a little more on a couple things, some comments that I see. So Mentally Illest wanted to know what false narrative Richie is pushing. I'm not talking about a narrative that he's pushing. I'm just talking about the video that I posted yesterday or the day before yesterday, showing his appearance on the TV show Inside Edition. My view or thoughts on that, is that, just to sum it up real quick, I won't go back into my whole rant, sorry, but why would a truther who is supposed to be alert or aware of the mainstream media and their lies and their manipulation, why would any truther get involved in that? That's what we're talking about right now. We're not necessarily talking about any specific narrative, but that video triggered a whole lot of people, and I got a lot of hate messages and stuff. And I mean, I expected that. I fully expected that, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with me at all, and if you disagreed, that's fine too. But I'm presenting the information. Do what you will with it. If you think that that's normal or acceptable for a so-called truther, a well-known truther, to go on mainstream television, okay, well, I mean, I hope that you applied your best discernment. But that itself is the evidence. Like, I'm not spinning any other narrative about it. I'm not like adding on to it. I'm just saying, like, this is what it is. To me, doesn't pass the sniff test, something stinks. So do what you will with it. I'm not making any other claims about it. I'm saying this is who this person is supposed to be. This is what he's supposed to be about. Besides the TV thing, claims to be so banned and censored and shadow banned, whatever else, from YouTube while having an active channel with 90K subs. I don't think so. I don't think so. Uncool and I were talking earlier about Anthony Patch, who has been booted from YouTube, like actually booted. If you mirror anything of his, mention his name, whatever else, gone, boom, vaporized instantly. So that's a real ban. That's actually banned from YouTube. Like, they don't want anything to do with him. So you just can't claim to be censored or banned and then also have an active channel with 90K subs. Those two things don't jive. They don't add up. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not talking about any other specific instances, any other narratives that he's pushed, just those two things, because they were both featured, himself and his channel were both plugged in that clip. So that's it.
Hey, and you know what? You mentioned Anthony Patch. That's actually how I got the very first warning on my channel. Was I posted something that Anthony Patch made, and it lasted on here maybe 4 minutes before they struck me down. 4 minutes, struck it down instantly. And I was a baby, uploader on here, and I'm all like, oh, freaked out, like, dang, So I'm like, I won't be doing that again. I won't be uploading anything on here that's associated with Anthony Patch, because they're not having it.
No.
And, Instantly. So how you doing, Chuck? We got Chuck in the panel up in this piece.
Good to see you. Sorry, I'm running my mouth over here.
Hey, good. Can y'all guys hear me okay?
Yep, sure can.
What's going on, Chuck?
Yeah, Miss
What's the
Maskless,
deal? Thanks so much for coming on.
Cool. And what you were saying, Miss Maskless, I agree. I agree with everything you said. My one thing about the controlled opposition is when channels that are smaller, that aren't monetized, get censored and banned for saying the same thing. I've lost 4 channels over the years, and I've never tried to monetize. I've never asked for a dime. I work for a living. I drive a truck. And you just can't idolize these people. You take the information, but it's all a cult of personality. You know what I mean? It's all like, it's like the cool folks. They want to be popular, and it's just once a person gets a platform, human nature, their pride, ego automatically takes over. You know what I mean? And people follow them instead of following God, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and follow the money. Follow the money. You always can follow the money. I mean, how did RFB get on Inside Edition? And he was on the local news a while back. And I know Tanya mentioned it in the chat. I was listening to him on RV Truth channel, and he literally did say he levitated 7 feet. I heard it with my own ears off the back of the truck. And it was trying to say that was the Christ
Wait.
spirit, that was Jesus. And I'm like, dude,
Oh,
sorry,
no.
there's nowhere in the Bible does it talk about levitating. I'm like, you're not reading the same Bible we're reading, or something's going on there. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, take the good. I mean, the guy's been around for a long, long time, and it's just people just get too attached to the personality rather than the truth they're speaking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Then it becomes a cult. New Edge said Richie from Boston has more airtime than Michael Jordan. More mainstream airtime than Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Oh, it's so silly.
Yeah. He done been around the block. So we have to learn to just, take what we need and go. Man, we can't be attaching ourselves to anybody.
So what you guys been talking about tonight? I just jumped in a little while ago.
Nothing.
A whole lot of
Or just
nothing.
shooting breeze.
I'm all about a whole lot of nothing.
Oh
Yep.
man.
You're in the right spot then, because we've been talking about nothing.
Yeah, we talked about the VR headset that kills you when you die in the game.
Sign me up for that.
Because I thought about a movie that actually kills you if you die in the video game called Stay Alive. So how this stuff is manifesting physically and spiritually. Yeah, so there's that. Of course, we ran it about Richie from Boston for a minute. Then we talked about the new Avatar trailer for the new Avatar movie, The Way of the Water, and the whole New Age aspect. Then we kind of spun off into the New Age Doctor. So in a nutshell, that's where we've been going, with a lot of laughter in between, because Miss Maskless is a clown. So
laughter's good. Laughter's always good.
There's that. At any rate. Yeah. So yeah, we really didn't have much. I mean, let me see if I got any other articles pulled up that we could talk about. But anything on your mind, Chuck? What you up to? What you got over there?
Just taking a day off. We got a real bad, like the tropical storm. I usually run through Charlotte, and it's tornado watches and flooding. So I'm gonna probably work tomorrow. I'm just taking it easy tonight, just hanging out.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Can you do me a favor? Can you drop out and come back in? Because I don't know why this thing is not showing your logo, and that kind of irritated me from my last stream. I'm a little OCD about that. Yeah, drop out and come right back in. Hey, I don't like when it does that. It annoys me. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't judge me.
Yeah, and it's so weird because we can see it in StreamYard.
Yeah, it annoys me. So I know it's possible for it to come up.
Must be a new PooTube fix there.
Right.
One of their new fixes, right? Always makes it worse.
Let me know if you need the link again, Chuck. Should be able to see it if you scroll up. It's still there. Looks like she was Looney Tune looking at its logo. Man, I was trying to figure it out. Like, how come I can see you in StreamYard, but I can't on the actual stream? It just annoys me.
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. So good call.
All right, so here he goes.
But somebody's comment, I'm trying to find it again. It was a good one. Where was it at? Rosie
still
Chica
not doing
said,
it, is it?
No, it's still not doing it. Oh well, I don't know what it is. I mean, PooTube is just screwing with us, man. All right.
Yeah, sorry, Chuck.
Oh, it's just a picture of a truck anyway.
I mean, we can see it, but for some reason it doesn't show up on the stream in YouTube.
Yeah, I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it either.
I don't know about that. It's weird, but so I just wanted to read Rosie Chica's comment. She said, "You don't have to push a false narrative to be a shill. You can hold people back with truth-focused, unproductive. So you listen to him rant and get upset and think you know, but you're being controlled." And that's another aspect of it too. It's like you don't necessarily have to. Well, nope, not us, but anybody doesn't have to really push a certain false narrative. They can just withhold information from you.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say one thing real quick about that?
Absolutely, please do.
I think this is the most important. This has taken me a long time to realize this, but I used to somebody would.
Can't
Is
hear
it just
you.
me, or is he breaking up?
Yeah, can't hear you, Chuck.
All right, when somebody starts pushing a false narrative, a lot of times I would just unsub them. You know what I mean? I'd get mad, but what you got to do is you got to listen, because God's not going to give all His truth to one person. Like even the prophets, all He gave them was what He told them to say. You know, like I listen to different, teachers or just whatever you're listening to. You got to take the good, because you're not going to get all truth from one person. You know what I mean? Even the controlled opposition, they're going to give you truth, because we wouldn't have half of the truth out here. It's, they control release. They want to release the truth and get ahead of it so they can control it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, I used to be real bad about if somebody would say some BS, I'd unsub them. And eventually, if you're wanting to only be subbed to somebody that you agree with 100% on everything, you're not going to have many
Hold on, I'll be right
subscribers,
back.
Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes people just really
So
don't
what's
know.
going on with you?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing really. Had the day off, so like I said, Uncool and
That's
I were
good.
just BSing, so we thought we'd come on here and BS with you guys. So I posted the video yesterday about Richie because it came up. Okay, it came up in my news feed on YouTube. I keep getting suggested clips from Inside Edition because of like doing research for like our Halloween show and stuff like that. So now Inside Edition is just like a mainstay in my feed. And all of a sudden, like I was just scrolling and like a clip from it came up and I heard the voice before I even saw it. And I was like, I'm not a Richie follower. Never watched him, not even like one stream, but I know of him. So I heard the voice and I was like, is that Richie from Boston? And I looked over and sure enough it was. And I was like, hold on, am I still like, is this Inside Edition? Like, or is this a new clip or what? But yeah, no, Inside Edition. And so I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, I'm not trying to draw any conclusions from that. It's like I'm not trying to spin any other narratives about it. I'm just saying like, okay, somebody who's a truther, a long time truther, supposedly, winds up on Inside Edition. Like
That's not
me
the first
personally, I don't
time.
know.
He was on the
What
Boston
was part of
news
it?
one time.
He what?
He was on the news another time up there in Boston. Somebody
Yeah,
got
yeah,
robbed and he supposedly, something like
yeah.
that.
It was.
Wait,
I
are you
saw it
serious?
was,
Yeah,
yeah, yes, it was a carjacking supposedly,
that's it.
and
That's it.
he was a supposedly an eyewitness. So they interviewed him, and he used the word chaos. It was chaos. I'm sorry, that is a red flag word for me.
I've seen him throw up the hand signs. I did a video on my first channel, and he
Did you?
said,
Hmm.
yeah, he mentioned somebody, and right when he said, her name was, he gave her like a gold, or he was giving away silver, and her name was, I think, Angela Mason. And right when he said Mason,
Oh.
he flashed the AOK 666 sign.
What?
And I'm just like, man, I mean, he's a truther. He should know what the symbols are. Don't flash them.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
But did you
Yeah,
get
and that's
attacked
kind of how I
by anybody on that video you shared? I didn't look at your comments.
Oh.
Oh, don't even
Oh.
even bother. Yeah, the haters are haters, they're hating on me, I should say.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
talking about idolizing somebody's personality, because then if you try to give them information, they can't look objectively because they're in love with that person. You know what I mean? And this like attacking a family member when you try to wake somebody, you know what I mean? That happened with me
right.
with a lot of preachers. Like I used to be a big follower of Charles Lawson, but back in 2015, he did a 180 on the stationary level Earth, and man, he just blasted them, and it's just you just can't idolize anybody. That's just what you got to do when you're in truth. You're not in it for the cult of personality. You should be in it for the truth.
Absolutely.
Definitely. And that's, like I said, I just posted it because I was kind of like, I can't believe I'm seeing this. I don't feel like I'm posting anything that's groundbreaking or controversial, really. I mean, I think people should just be aware of it. Most people already are, but if they weren't, then they have the right to know, and they can do what they will with it. I added scripture from 1 Corinthians to the end. That's I don't have it memorized, so I apologize, but it's the scripture where it talks like that even Satan himself can transform into an angel of light. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so look at these people, these truthers, whatever. Can they bring good? Absolutely. But are they good? Like, are they really, on our side, quote unquote? Like, that's for everyone to determine for themselves. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I heard a really,
is.
yeah, I heard a really good meme. This was amazing, talking about what discernment's not being able to tell right from wrong. It's being able to tell right from almost right.
Absolutely. That is
That was
brilliant.
good.
I love
Ring a
that.
ding ding. That's good.
I
That's
love
good.
that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely need that right now, especially when it comes to new age spirituality, because that takes a lot of discernment to pick through. And discernment, experience,
Yeah.
faith, the Holy Spirit. Absolutely. Because new age is a tough one.
I just shared a video before I got on. I was uploading, and it's from an audio book. It's about Gnosticism, what the different sets are of Gnostic. Like, and a lot of people hear the word, oh, they're Gnostic, but I never really knew what it was until I actually did a little bit of studying on it. And it might be a little bit dry for some people, but if you check it out, it's about an hour and 15 minutes. But he explains what all the different sets believe. And once you listen to it, you'll be like, wow, it just goes back to the Masonic type garbage they push, the Jewish mysticism, the Kabbalah. It's the New Age, it's just New Age packaged a long time ago, so it's pretty interesting if somebody wants to check it out.
You said this was uploaded on your channel?
Yeah, just a few minutes ago. It
Oh,
uploaded,
okay.
and then I seen you were live, so I jumped on to say
Oh,
hey.
okay. So no wonder I had no idea. So we were live since you uploaded it. Okay. Well, that sounds good. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
that's
like
one good
stuff
thing
like that.
about being a driver. I've been able to Audible get tons of books. I have all the Apocrypha books. I have the Enoch's, Jubilees. I even
Oh,
got all the
nice.
I got all the Babylonian Talmud writings to kind of know what they believe. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
have all the Gnostic Gospels like Thomas and Judas. And just driving, I just like to listen to them just to see, because like you said, you got to know what's right and what's almost right. So
Absolutely.
it's good being able to drive sometimes.
Oh yeah, you have to, know the enemy's tactics. You have to know how to identify the enemy, to know what's going on. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's the problem with the church nowadays. They don't ever prepare the people for what the enemy, the times we live in. I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
I quit going to church. I grew up in a couple churches, and it just, one of my preachers tried to bring the church into the purpose-driven Rick Warren garbage. So
Wow.
we ended up leaving him, and then the next one, I got close to the preacher, and he ended up stealing all the money from the church. So, you build up your faith in these men, and man's going to let you down 100% of the time, and it's just crazy.
Gypsies left a very interesting comment, which I want to address because I've been experiencing this myself. Gypsy said, beware of Torahism on this platform. It's rampant.
Whew.
It
Oh
is.
my
Amen to that.
goodness. Have you been on Facebook lately? Oh my goodness. If you're not following the Torah, you're just going to hell. Period.
If you don't say Yahashawai, then you're not saying his name.
Yeah,
Right.
if you don't say
Mhm.
Yahuwah, Yeshua, Yehudi, Suzuki, Yamaha, no, you're going to hell.
Absolutely.
The sacred namers and Torah keepers have taken over. If you remotely celebrate one holiday, you're going to hell. If you remotely celebrate one particular day, if you're not following the Hebrew calendar or the sacred days, you're going to hell. It's just been like, oh my goodness, what the heck has happened?
Yeah, I agree with No Pearls' comment. All that Torah leads to is Noahide. Yep.
Noahide, beware.
I've been saying this the whole time.
Yep.
Ever since I first started hearing about this, I'll call it an alternative name for Jesus, right? I was like, well, why wouldn't you just call him Jesus? This whole movement is about erasing him, basically.
Absolutely. Jesus is being erased. We are witnessing
His
it in the
name started with
process.
his name, and then it's the whole New Testament. They just want to do away with all of that. So and this is no offense to anyone in particular. I'm not, whatever, but I'm just very, very suspicious or cautious around any channels or people using those names. And if that's what they want to do, I'm not saying that they're pushing a narrative. I'm just saying I personally am cautious about that, because I wonder what the motive is. And yeah, I'm just cautious
Well,
about that whole
you know
thing.
where the Bible says test the spirits. You got to test the
Absolutely.
spirits. If you look back to like 2,000 years ago when the Jews had Christ crucified, they said that for good works and for doing miracles is not the reason we're crucifying him, but for making himself to be God. There's so many channels out here that are saying Jesus is the Messiah, but he's not God. You know what I mean? There's a lot of that.
Yes.
And I mean, that's something right there that if you don't know who your Savior is, then do you know him? Is my question.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, all those secret names and Torah followers, they hate Jesus. They hate the Apostle Paul. And I mean, it's just,
Oh, they can't stand Paul. Paul triggers
no,
them
they can't.
instantly.
Oh,
Oh
yeah, he
my
does.
goodness.
Yep, that's a whole that's a whole conversation right there.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, name above all other names. That's the Bible literally says that is the only name by which you can be saved. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
here in this
Yep.
chat. We all speak English. It says
Yep.
Jesus.
And Scoville.
That's what it is.
Scoville got this comment right here. Lots of people
Oh,
emphasizing his supposed skin color. Uh-oh.
You're triggering me.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Triggered. I need something in here that's like
Some fireworks going off over here.
Oh my goodness. Triggered.
Yes.
I'm gonna snap here.
You can't be serious. You bet I'm serious.
I mean, hey, it's nothing wrong with knowing the truth. And was Jesus the white Catholic long-haired guy they showed? No, of course not. But it's spiritual. I mean, you must be born again. You know what I mean? You're not going to
God is
enter in
spirit.
through your heritage or your tribe you're from.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely. God is a spirit. You must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Truth and spirit.
And so when the demons come, they don't knock on your door like, hey, which tribe you from?
I know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Am I gonna come in here? Which tribe you from? Oh, you from that tribe? All right, I'm gonna go next door then. All right, peace out.
Yep.
Well, the Bible says that
happening.
Israel would be blinded. The Bible says that Israel is going to be blinded until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. So no wonder why all of these people they're blind. They're thinking that they're going to go back under the law, and all that stuff leads back to self and pride. You know what I mean?
That's all it is. That's all it is, Chuck. They're appealing to people's just carnal minds, our fleshly desires. And
Nancy Lynn has a very, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I want y'all to pay attention to this one. That's a very interesting topic. Do you have any thoughts on Truth Unedited?
Never seen it. Don't know anything about it.
He's another one of the names guy. If what I think he's Yahuwah, and I mean I don't focus. If somebody wants to say Yahshua or whatever, that's fine. But don't say that because I say Jesus, then I don't know God. So I mean I'm not going to judge you for saying Yahshua. Don't judge me for saying Jesus because Jesus is the only curse word. They don't say Yeshua, damn it. You know what I mean? They don't say.
Absolutely.
We talked about that, Uncool, when you were on Michelle's live. Yeah, and that's a lot of people. I mean, they don't curse, say like anti-Buddha, it's anti-Christ.
Yep. You never hear anybody say, yeah, the anti-Buddha will come and, you have to take the mark of the Buddha, or like you never hear that. So it's like, okay, so you never hear anti-Yahuwah or anti-Yeshua. It's always anti-Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Always. I have never heard anybody say anti-Yeshua or Yehovah or whatever, Suzuki, Yamaha, whatever the name they got. But But with the Truth Unedited channel, yeah, I was hanging around there for a while because I was interested. I'd like to see what other channels are talking about, because being a content creator myself, we have to consume a lot of content, have to kind of be aware of what's going on. We have to learn, learn to identify the enemy, learn to identify whatever, to iron sharpens iron. Some people are spitting some good stuff, but we're not necessarily going to believe on 100% everything they say. But once he made the video talking to Christians, like, yeah, you guys still say Jesus Christ, you're wrong. Once he made that video, I felt some type of way, like, yo, man, I never judged you for saying Yahuwah, Yeshua, Jehovah, Yamaha, Suzuki. Like, I
Doesn't
never
he
did
have
that.
many names? Doesn't the Bible say he has many names? The Lion, the
Yeah.
tribe of Judah, the Alpha, the Omega. I mean,
Yeah, the
he
I
has
am.
many names. Yeah, the I am. Yeah.
Mhm.
And
So
doesn't Truth Unedited have like 500,000 subscribers?
yeah, he's a big channel.
Yeah, I mean,
Huge.
YouTube's not
So,
gonna, they're not gonna
ring a
let you
ding
speak
ding.
truth, yeah, and have that much, that many
Ring a ding
subscribers.
ding. That's because, and he's kind of like Torah too.
Yeah, he
So
is.
yeah,
Mhm.
so we see what's going on here. He's not sharing the gospel. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verses 1-4. No, absolutely not. I've never heard it on there. Have you?
Mhm. Nope.
So there's that. Once he made that video kind of like bashing Christians, I was like, well, dang, bro. I mean, I can understand why people don't like to identify with the phrase Christian, because it's been subverted so horribly. I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But, Jesus Christ, his name is the Christ. So if you're following Christ, Christian. I mean, it is what it is. There's
It's
nothing
in
we
the
can do about
Bible
it.
twice. They say
Yeah.
Christian in the New Testament twice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So don't be ashamed to call yourself Christian is literally in the
Yeah.
Bible. But
You don't judge God on the way people act. You know what I mean? That's silly.
Right.
yeah. So whatever, that just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So I unsubbed after that, because it was like I was just kind of letting all the Torah stuff, and I was just kind of pushing it by the wayside, because he did have some very good information. Like the one video he did on the financial system, he broke it down extremely well. Extremely well.
Yeah, I heard that
One of the
one.
best I've ever heard.
That was a good one.
Yeah. One of the best I've ever heard. Explain the financial system. I learned a lot of stuff I didn't personally understand. And he did an excellent job breaking it down.
Yeah.
But once you start, damning us for using Jesus Christ, then, it's like, okay, I can't hang out here anymore, because I don't feel welcome. I no longer feel welcome at that point.
Well, if you masquerade as an angel of righteousness, you got to have some righteousness.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Jesus alone makes us righteous, so there's that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when Jesus was crucified on the cross, he said, "It is finished." His works are finished. That's why our belief in him is what saves us. So
By grace alone, you're saved, not by works.
absolutely.
Not by works, lest any man should boast.
Yeah, you're either under the
All
law
let's
or you're
do is
not.
on him.
People try to mix. Yeah, people try to mix grace with works. They'll say it's grace, or it's grace, but there's no buts in it. Yeah, there's no buts in
Right.
But
it. But
I mean, they just want to do away with that. They just want to do away with him completely. His name, his finished works. I mean,
it all goes back to self. They wanna take their works. It always goes back to pride.
yes,
Pride
amen.
is the original. That's the biggest sin anybody can have is pride.
Yeah, I'm gonna earn it. I can show how good
Dang
I
it,
am.
Buddha. Somebody
Look
said,
at this
dang it,
guy.
Buddha.
Right. Truth Unedited thinks nukes exist. Okay. I mean, however you feel about that, but I thought that comment was pretty funny.
I have no idea. I kind of think that they just have a lot of big bombs, but
Yeah.
who knows?
I feel like it's they use it for fear, just like a lot of other things. But yeah, is it possible to make a huge bomb? I believe so, but it might not be exactly how they say it is. But who knows? Nobody know but them and God.
Right.
Yeah. Either way, we shouldn't be afraid, because
I
they
also
blow us
think,
out of here. We go with the Father. If they blow us up,
yeah.
we be with the Father.
Well, you remember when Abraham was talking to God about sparing Sodom? He said, if there's 20 righteous people, will you destroy it? And basically he said no, and then he went down to 16, then 15, and all the way down to 1. And God will not allow a place to be destroyed if one of his children are there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why New York is not going to be. I've heard for years that a tidal wave and it's going to be underwater. That people need to leave New York. I mean, as long as God's chosen children are there, He's not going to allow the devil to wipe out a city. I just don't believe it.
That's a really good comment, Nancy. Now I'm confused. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right. I see Miss Maskless like in the chat with us, but it says Miss Maskless is trying to join. Like, what the heck is happening?
Wow, this
Okay,
platform
now
is
she's out. Yeah,
okay.
now she's out. Okay, there she is. That's why I just stopped. Like, what the heck is happening? There she is.
I got booted.
Yeah, it was saying you were still in here, so I saw two Miss Maskless, so I was kind of confused. Like, okay. And look, this thing is still not showing Chuck's logo. It's annoying.
It's annoying.
All right. But Nancy said I was falling into the trap of Torah observant to the point I was having a spirit of religion.
Yeah, it's a very slippery slope for sure.
It puts you back under bondage, like if you read Galatians, I mean, Peter was trying to Judaize the Christians. And you're either free. I mean, if you're set free, then you're no longer under bondage. I mean, you can't have it both ways.
Absolutely. And people just conflate, like spiritual growth with salvation.
Works
That's
of the
their
flesh.
big
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, it's like, well, if you're not doing the works, you're showing that you're not saved. No, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. But I mean, yeah, that's just a huge thing for so many channels.
Hey, Bane Bear, how you doing, legend? Good to see you, homie. Good to see you. I appreciate everybody sitting by listening. Nancy, I appreciate you sharing that with us. Yeah. God bless you for getting up out of that. But I appreciate all of you just sitting here listening to us talk about this. So thank y'all so much.
Well, I appreciate you guys letting me come on.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've been trying to get you on for a minute. So,
For a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I just
hearing your
sometimes I've tried to jump on when I've been driving before, but it just breaks in and out. It doesn't work good when I'm on the road.
So, you're a truck driver? Like you like CDL truck driver?
Yeah, I drive a tractor trailer, 18-wheeler. I drive from North Carolina to South Carolina back and forth. It's, I guess,
Oh, wow.
considered local, regional. I don't sleep in my truck. I get home every night.
Oh, well, that's good. That sounds like a better deal.
It's not bad. I was actually in a really bad accident Friday, and I'm actually going to, when I get the dash cam footage, my company has to be able to release for like legal reasons, but a drunk driver came up on the right when I was passing a tractor trailer and tried to slip through, and he went under the tractor trailer in front of us and spun around, and I hit him, and I went over in the middle of the road. The guy walked away without a scratch. And,
what?
Man, yeah, I'm probably gonna put the video on my channel just for the heck of it, just to show people that people are driving. I mean, people are acting weird nowadays. I mean, it's worse than it used to be. If they're not distracted, they're going in a rage. I mean, road rage is very real.
Yeah, I think that spirit is increasing because these people are toxinated. Most people are toxinated, and now it's just me, but I feel like it's allowing. These people are becoming vessels for spirits.
5 times. I mean, people are boosted 5 times. I heard a guy the other day. And that's not even counting the original ones.
Yeah, my auntie just took her 4th, so it's real. Like these people, it's like they love it. Like it's just the thing to do.
That program has been all about depopulation ever since it began. It's all about depopulation.
Yep. Speaking of that, did you know Tesla was creating mRNA technology?
Really? Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Absolutely. I could definitely, now that I brought it up, there's an article I can definitely share about that.
Let's hear it.
Pretty nuts. It's an article from 2020. Let me I think I emailed it to myself. Let me check. Give me a second. Hold on. Stand by. Let's see. Let's see. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting. At least I thought I emailed it to myself. Let me refresh this. But yeah, they propping him up to be the savior of the world and going to bring free speech. Meanwhile, his company is literally working on mRNA technology.
Yep. Sure enough.
All right, I think this is it, and then I'm share my screen.
Elon's supposed to be some kind of savior for the Q crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're propping him up to be a right-wing savior, but he's like the atheistic right-wing savior.
Man,
for
you
free
cannot pull
speech.
people. You cannot pull people out of that left, right, Republican, Democrat paradigm. You can't do it. It's just so
They want to be in
frustrating.
it.
Yep. And can y'all see that? Y'all see this article here?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah. So Elon Musk shares details about Tesla's mRNA microfactories for CureVac. So, yeah. This is published on November 9th, 2020. Wow, 9/11. Okay. So Elon Musk shares some details about Tesla's mRNA microfactories for CureVac's COVID toxone development recently. In February 2019, CureVac published a press release that referred to a bioreactor dubbed the RNA printer. Musk's recent tweet provided some details about the bioreactor Tesla developed for CureVac's mRNA toxone initiatives. Tesla makes the RNA bioreactor that can make toxones or cures. CureVac has version 2 in use. Version 3 is under development. I do expect this to become an important product for the world, but probably not financially for Tesla. Oh, okay. So, got to make you feel better right here. Yeah, we're not going to make money off of it, but we're going to save the world. All right. Musk stated on Twitter as a response to an inquiry from Tesla owner investor Sam Talks Tesla. So yeah, they're having their shill conversation on, we're not really interested in that. But Tesla makes an RNA bioreactor that can make vaccines and cures. CureVac is version 2. So Musk discussed Tesla's partnership with CureVac in July 2020 and shared his thoughts about the potential of synthetic RNA in, I don't even know if I can be saying this stuff, deoxyribonucleic acid. At the time, Musk referred to diseases as a software problem. That's so creepy. They're literally openly discussing how they're turning humans into computers, programmable, hackable machines. And I just thought this article was just so mind-blowing. And I don't know, this conversation we were just having just reminded me of it. It just kind of blew my mind as I read it earlier. So with that perspective, Tesla seems more than capable of developing technology to manufacture mRNA toxones at scale. Musk visited CureVac's headquarters in Tübingen, Germany in September to discuss Tesla subsidiary Grohmann Automation's contribution to the development of CureVac's mRNA COVID toxone. mRNA toxones are easier to produce and scale compared to traditional ones. Tesla's RNA bioreactor will come into play during this production stage of CureVac's COVID-19 toxone once it's approved. Due to the scalability of mRNA toxones, Tesla RNA bioreactor might play a key role in making CureVac's COVID toxone easily accessible to the public. Now, just to think, this article was published in 2020. It's probably producing the toxones that are being used right now. Meanwhile, he's all over the news.
Think about the stuff they don't tell us about.
Media. Absolutely. This is happening in the background. This is one of those sleight of hand movements. While everybody's looking here, this is happening over here. And I thought this was crazy. Like, whoa. Like, I don't hear people talking about this. Like, yeah, Tesla literally produces mRNA technology.
Well, think about it. The Bible says when you get the mark of the beast, you cannot be redeemed. A lot of people think that changing the DNA where you're no longer God's creation. So.
Yep, absolutely. Disciple of the Messiah said, "Wait, what? Uncle Paranoia? What were you asking about, Disciple? Something I just said." Yeah, but yeah, that just kind of blew my mind. Speaking of Time Cop, there goes Time Cop. I've been silently listening. Ed was saying Time Cop was Miss Maskless or some stuff he was talking about, but
I know. I don't know what he's talking about.
right,
Not sure
but
I wanna know. Probably don't wanna know.
we clearly have Miss Maskless up here on the panel, and Time Cop is in the chat. So if Miss Maskless is doing that simultaneously, girl, teach me.
I'm more talented than you know.
Teach me. We got a whole Fed up here or something. You a Fed? What you got going on? What you talking about, Willis?
Me? No.
Okay.
Not today.
Hey, I'm really a call for an uprising. Did y'all know that?
You do? Dang.
Okay.
Dang.
He has so many personalities. Wow.
Ed said he was talking about
What do you guys think? What do you guys think about him?
time travel joke. Call for an uprising. He's another guy that says, "Oh, I'm so shadow banned. I'm just blocked. YouTube demonetized me. I'm blocked. I can't say anything." Up, bloop, new channel.
I know
Up, bloop,
he
new
says
channel.
everything.
Up,
If
bloop,
we
new
said
channel.
half of what he said, we'd be gone. Yeah.
Yep. Up, bloop, new channel. Superb 1080p production. New intro. You know, like PooTube doesn't know who you are. This is a time for judgment. This is. I'm like, wow. Yeah, you're definitely hiding from the algorithm. They really don't know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, and another thing too that we got to say these like keywords, like people will say jab or, you have to come up with little different words. I mean, you don't think that they know better? I mean, YouTube knows who we are. You know what I mean? I think their algorithms are smarter than people try to give them credit.
Especially they know who we associate with. They know all our circles. They know.
Mhm.
You know, so yeah.
Exactly, which speaks to the point I was making earlier that no one can have a channel with 90K subs without YouTube knowing exactly
way.
what's going on. I don't care what the
No
content
way.
is; it doesn't matter. If they don't want you present on their platform, they would be, they'd be done with you. You'd be gone. So, yeah, has an active YouTube channel while telling everybody that he's, so shadow banned and censored, and something doesn't add up there. That's just how it is.
And Tanya, you're so right. I agree, Tanya. Tanya said the kitten channel thing was funny, but he is a comedian at second rate at that. Yeah, that kitten channel was actually pretty funny. I got to give it to him. I did laugh at that.
What kitten channel? What is that?
Yeah, so when he claimed his main channels like first got demonetized or
Which
blocked
one?
or
Were
whatever.
you talking about Call or you're talking about Richie?
Talking about Call.
Okay.
Yeah, so he'll create a new channel, but he'll name it something stupid just so it'll gain enough subs so he can be monetized, and then he'll change the name of it to Call for an Uprising. So at one particular time, he did one and called it a Call for Glitter Kittens, and he was uploading videos like he was a millennial with the dyed hair, talking about, "Hello guys, here's my kitty cat. We're gonna talk about rainbows and glitter." But it was actually pretty hilarious because I can see where he was going with it. But once he got enough subs, then he'll switch it to Call for an Uprising because it's now monetized and he's making money again. So
Hey, let me say one thing about the money issue. When you start making money and you start using it as part of your income, you're going to have to you're going to have to tickle some ears or you're going to start losing income. You know what I mean? And that's, to me, I mean, you're not going to be able to speak because the truth is not going to be popular. The whole truth is not popular. So how are you going to make money speaking the truth? All truth, you know what I mean? You're going to have to, tickle some ears here and there.
I agree.
well, it's interesting.
You got a good
questions,
crowd
y'all.
in
Any
here,
more
Uncle.
I know, yeah, we just chatting. It wasn't anything super serious, but I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. And
Those
Charles,
are the best
I don't see
ones.
you that often. Yeah. Thanks for coming by, Charles. I don't see you too often. So good looking, man. Appreciate you. Curious Georgia is hilarious. Curious Georgia has been cracking me up this whole time.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some links in
About
the
that,
chat. I mean, there's probably some good channels on here that I don't know about. If y'all want to put some, if Uncool wants to let people put some links in there.
Let's see. Steve Aloha said, I want to put experimental crap in my body. Please put whatever that is in my veins. F out of here with that bullshit.
about that call channel thing, the kitten stuff. Isn't that just a ripoff of Jeff? Because remember, Jeff started making those videos like calling them like Black Cat Lives Matter and stuff, and he would like make an intro with kittens and stuff.
Oh yeah, 9 times out of 10.
I mean, what isn't he just ripping off Jeff with that? Just saying.
Yeah, because he did watch Jeff C. He did.
Oh yeah. They had a whole thing back in the day.
Please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Refugio? Refugio? You left out Mike Adams and Brighteon. Adams is 7 Rays, Lucius Trust, if you dig. Definitely.
I don't know who Mike Adams is.
Jeff C died a while back, didn't he?
Yeah, almost 2 years ago.
Yep, December 2020. He died right at the height of all of this, which was kind of like, dang, really? I totally wasn't expecting that. Like, yep, right in the middle of it.
I think everybody should start putting out content. You know, I mean, even if you just have to mirror videos just to get the truth out, because there's hardly anything on anymore. YouTube. It's just hard to find stuff.
Twin, insert mind reading GIF. Insert mind reading.
I saw your face.
Soon as Chuck said that, I'm like, yeah, there's plenty of that going on. Plenty of
What did I do?
Go ahead, Twin.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
what did I
Twin.
miss? What did I miss?
You can address that. Go ahead. Go ahead, Uncle.
Dang, was my face that obvious? Dang.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's
I'm gonna
not
cover
you,
my,
Chuck. We're
I'm
not
gonna cover
laughing
my
at you.
face with this. I'm being serious now, okay? You know.
Yeah, okay. All right, Klaus.
But no, yeah, me and Miss Maskless, yeah, we actually had a 2-hour phone conversation before we decided to go live. Yeah, because we crazy. Been sitting here talking all day.
She can't get enough of me, that's why.
So we were discussing, you know, because we've been around the block. We've been on YouTube. You know, we weren't making content back in the day, but we've been around. We've seen plenty of channels come and go, plenty of original content creators. But you had just mentioned, you know, everybody should just start making content and just, you know, if you're just sharing videos, yeah, there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of content. It's hitting up to over 1,000 subs of just copying and pasting stuff they find on Telegram. So me and Miss Masters was just talking about that earlier. Like, man, we need to start doing that because, because obviously that's what people want to see. Because you can sit here and do some editing and work on the videos and hardly get any views. But you know, this copy and pasting that's going on that's obviously what people want to see. They want to see channels upload the same stuff over and over again.
Well, it has to do with your intent, though. If you're getting it out for the right reason, or if you're just trying to get views, you know what I mean. If it needs to get out, it needs to be seen.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I
No,
mean?
I feel you, Chuck, and I know what you're getting at. Like, I don't have any problem with mirroring or other people mirroring like important content. Like you said, it needs to get out there, then get it out there. But we're talking like lots of channels have been built up strictly on the copy and paste, like 15, 30-second, TikTok type videos that
TikTok, yeah.
it's not original content and it's not really anything of substance.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. But
I feel like it's getting to the point where
we just talked about that.
Right. I feel like it's destroying what making content actually is. I feel like YouTube is getting flooded with it now. I feel like that was the point too. I feel like that was all by design.
Right. And that
Yeah, well,
stuff
there's
is
that.
okay.
I mean, like you said, maybe that was by design. You know, they planned it that way.
I totally agree with that. I feel it's just by design. I mean, that kind of stuff is okay, and it's context. Like, it's okay on TikTok, it's okay on Telegram, but I feel like YouTube just it used to actually be YouTube, something that you made and you upload, you know? Like I said, nothing wrong with sharing information or clipping from other people's work and stuff. It's all good, but I just mean like those super short clips. It's like just, I mean, huge audiences are built up on that stuff. And I'm like, I guess I'm just doing something wrong, you know? Like people don't want to see original content or whatever, but it is what it is.
Right. I feel like
Well,
it was
I
their
like
goal.
channels like I always like channels like your guys the best. I mean, I say if people sub to me, I sub to them if they have a channel, and it's usually the littler channels, you know, around 1,000 or under are the ones that I usually kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah, same. I mean, usually the
Mhm.
smaller the better, really, but
Yeah.
they don't get the views. So it's designed that way, I guess.
Yep. I feel like it was all
They
designed to
they
be that way
censor
too.
they censor the truth and they promote the lies. You know, that's how YouTube does it.
True.
Absolutely.
I think it was all systematically designed that way to collectively shorten the attention span of the average, internet consumer, internet
That's what
content consumer.
TikTok was for. That's what
The
TikTok was
whole
for.
thing was
Yeah.
designed to destroy, completely rewire your brain. Now, no one can sit through a 30-minute video. Like anything above
Right.
that, okay, we're lucky to have these viewers in this live stream right now. I'm so grateful for all y'all. We're lucky to have y'all right now. Nobody got time for that anymore.
Well, remember what 20 years ago, the same thing was people that would have remember when remote controls came out for TVs? Of course, I'm a little old. I'm 50. I remember we used to have to get up and actually change the channel. But once the remote control came out, I remember people would be just flip, 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 flip. And it's kind of like the same thing what you're talking about.
Yep, absolutely. And have y'all noticed? There's one other thing Miss Maskless and I were discussing earlier before we decided to go live. We were just having a good conversation. The Holy Spirit just be flowing. I'm trying to tell y'all. We were talking about, apart from the censorship crater or whatever PooTube has become, was YouTube. Now it's ThemTube. Literally, everyone just copying and pasting other works, short 30-second, videos. People not really creating original content anymore. Not a lot anyway. But have you we lost Miss Maskless. Have you
Oh, she
realized
got
what
booted
they're
again.
doing? Right. See if she comes back. Have you realized what they've been doing with the community tab? I think where they're taking that as how they're opening it up for everybody on YouTube. I feel like they're using that to bring the mind numbing aspect that social media creates over to YouTube, like where you would make a post and you get the dopamine hit. You typically get that from Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. I feel like they're bringing that aspect over to YouTube with the community tabs. So, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're definitely onto something there. Absolutely. Like the whole hive mind type mentality, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've never
So,
been on. I mean, I've never been a Facebook person or anything, so I don't. Never really got into Instagram or Facebook or even what's the other big one? Twitter. I've never even
yeah,
done Twitter.
yeah, I did Twitter
I've
a
always
long
just
time
been
ago,
YouTube.
back when it first came out, and it wasn't, a lot of people on there when it was really closely related to video gaming. And once I started to realize
Hmm.
where Twitter was going, I got off Twitter early. So it's been years. And I never created an Instagram or a Snapchat or TikTok. I never created anything else. And all I've had up to this
Well,
point was a
hey,
Facebook, but I deactivated that.
you need to get back on Twitter now. It's freedom. You know, Elon owns it, so it's
Free speech over there.
free
Yeah.
speech.
Tesla and the mRNA, baby. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We may as well go for it. Let me, let me
Did
see.
you
Miss
see that
Maskless
video that I
probably.
did with Elon about Elon Musk or whatever the other about a week ago? I think something's going on with Elon. I mean, he looks to me with the whole trans vibe going on with him. What do
You
you think?
uploaded it on your channel?
Yeah, and just put
All right.
you'll see his picture, but
All right. I'm about
I've
to pull
seen
you up.
he just looks, yeah, you have to check. He definitely looks like a female to male.
Go for it.
And you know, I was telling you earlier about that video that I shared about Gnosticism. A lot of the Gnostics, that's what they believe, that to become godlike, you have to be neither male nor female. And they, it's like their religion to merge the two sexes. Like with the whole Baphomet, you know, he has a penis and boobs. But
Yeah.
I mean, these people are serious about that stuff. You know what I mean? And all these, I mean, Elon Musk is supposedly the richest man in the world. You know that they're into that. I guarantee you that probably everybody he's related to are all, you know, I mean, they're all probably Tran or whatever you want to say.
Absolutely. Like it's like a part of their religion. Um,
Yeah, it's
is it this
Kabbalism,
one?
like Gypsy says.
Let's see. Elon Musk champion for free speech or Trojan horse. Let me share my screen.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Miss Maskless, don't make me put an APB out for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's go for it. We about to hit up some Chuck Middleton originals here, y'all.
Oh wow.
We in for a treat.
Put me on the spot. Put me on the spot now.
All right, let's go for it.
We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Sticking your head in the sand might make you feel safer.
Oh, bummer.
But it's not going to protect you from the coming storm.
Can you hear it, Chuck?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, and definitely in the news more than anybody out there. This is the so-called savior for the you know, the letter in the alphabet. But I was gonna do just show you guys a few pictures, and something's definitely not right with this guy. You see the free Masonic pose, and I'm gonna show you. He also, to me, looks like a FTM. This is going to be a trans investigation on him too. But female to male, those are a lot harder to spot than the male to females. There he is with all the little g gods, the fallen angels, you know, Saturn, Mars, Venus. Don't let them fool you. That's what the planets are. The planets are the wandering stars, the fallen angels. Okay, the one eye symbolism. We all know about that. Wonder what God he's praying to on that pose. Or is that just a sign of enlightenment? There's another one eye symbolism. Just kind of got a weird shape to his body. He kind of, to me, looks like one of those butchy looking lesbians. You know, I mean, throw a little makeup on him and he could definitely pass for a woman, in my opinion. The jawline, he just looks strange. Very strange. Again, his body shape, just his waistline is up high, kind of like a woman. There he is with his date or whatever it's supposed to be. But look at just the gestures he makes. It's just weird. It's really weird. The one eye symbolism again. It's very strange looking. There he is when he's a little younger.
I mean, definitely a MTF in my opinion.
Okay. This picture looks kind of feminine. Wow.
Opinion. That's what these elitists do.
Something's
He's the
definitely not
richest
right.
man in the world.
What'd you say?
Something's definitely not right with him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've always had the vibe that he may not be all the way human or may not be what they're telling us he is.
Oh,
Or
definitely.
it is. You know, I've always had that vibe. Like, and his interviews are so weird. For him to allegedly be so smart, he can never formulate a proper statement without kind of like being like little jittery, or I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah, his gestures too. He makes the
yeah.
weirdest gestures.
Yeah, he never speaks smoothly. Like, it's never a smooth conversation. Yeah.
They start them on hormone therapy and the best surgeries you can get at a young age. A lot of times the trannies don't age very well.
Hold on. Let me check and see if Miss Maskless was backstage trying to come in again. I have to check. Oh, nope. Were you coming back in, Miss Maskless? Let me know.
She said her internet went down.
Yeah. Whoa,
But yeah, I'm gonna
what's
have to
this
jump off here in a
picture?
minute too. He
Okay.
was young there,
Wow.
but not now. I mean, in a few minutes, everybody's gonna be coming home all at one time here in a minute. So
Okay.
but
And
that's the little
Miss
Elon
Maskless
there, I
said,
guess, when he was young.
all right, and she said no Wi-Fi. So I guess after we finish this, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. But this is pretty interesting. I never paid this much attention to, to have an opinion about it, but
Yeah, I got a few more good pictures. Yeah, I have a few more good pictures on here too.
all right, let's check this out.
There he is as a little girl, guy, you decide. Strange. These people are very strange. Again, with his ghouly looking date. And the MTFs can't grow a beard. It always looks kind of patchy. That usually just happens when they take testosterone. What do you guys think? That's Elon. Probably looks like he's about 12, maybe. These people, man, wow. Throwing up the Venus pose or whatever that pose is. Just an odd shape for a man. I mean, you can't tell me that's a man's physique. The patchy facial hair. Constantly seek criticism, a well thought out critique of whatever you're doing as valuable as gold. You know, they put these quotes on everybody. Who knows if they even said them in the first place?
Facts.
Look at that odd shape. I mean, he's just weird. I mean, that could be one of those real flesh masks. Who knows? I mean, it doesn't even look human, really. There's that pose where you put the Masonic pose where you put your thumb and your forefinger on your chin. Oh, wow. He's doing the 666. It's not A-OK, Elon. That's the 666. Yeah, I wanted to show a couple pictures of his mom. That chick is just freaky.
Yo, his mom is an interesting character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't she like a head of a witch coven?
Gotta be.
Yeah, she's a full-on witch. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Do some research in
I
there.
got an interesting fact. I got an interesting fact, quick. Lady Gaga's mother is the Goodwill Ambassador for Mental Health at the United Nations. Lady
Oh,
Gaga's mom with mental health. I mean, give me a break.
come on.
But, yep.
Scary.
I mean, who goes out and poses with their mom anyway?
She might be his handler because she's with him a lot.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right there.
Yeah, just kind of just creepy like he's a grown man.
She looks like the bride of Frankenstein.
Absolutely. And kind of ghoulish looking just like his alleged, baby mama, you know? Grimes with that just weird, man. Who walks around with
I
one
know.
name like that looking Grimes, like just witchy. Yeah, they're part of the
Uh-huh.
same coven. Yep.
Definitely.
There she is again. Like I said, these people are really ghoulish looking. Something's definitely not right with Elon. Some of the poses this guy does, or gal, whatever. The Masonic pose again, right beside his space rocket. That's all I got. Just want to show you guys this is the most probably powerful man right now, and he's bought Twitter to fight for free speech, and he's being propped up on the world stage. Makes you wonder why.
Yeah, great video, Chuck. Great video.
Thank you, Uncle. Well, I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
very interesting insight, and I agree. Something very strange is going on there. Tanya is dropping some bombs in the chat here, and I totally agree, sweetheart. She said the T Rump has never had facial hair. He also has hips. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
MTF. Someone also said about
He is the
our wonderful
chosen one,
governor
Tanya.
here. Absolutely. Our wonderful governor here in Michigan is for sure MTF. I don't care what anybody say. Our governor is MTF.
Hey, they brought this agenda out. It came out back in the 80s. Remember the hair bands? Didn't you used to wonder why boys in Motley Crue used to wear makeup and dress up like women? That was conditioning us for what's to come.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They were very feminine, would wear straight up women's clothing and all the eyeliner.
Yes. Yep.
Sure, they really did. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that was very interesting. Thanks for bringing that up because yeah. But I believe his mom is his handler because she was right there when he sported the devil costume. Like, why are you with your son at the costume party when he wore the devil suit?
At the Baphomet. Yeah.
Yeah, just right there. I'm like, was she like? She gives him commands, trigger commands. I'm telling you, like he's full on MK Ultra slave.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Baphomet transformer. He's a transformer, and she does her little taps or whatever she has to do to keep him. Yep. Because when he's in his interviews, when he's by himself, when he's not with his mom, I promise he cannot speak clearly. He cannot speak. You see how my conversation is just flowing. You ask Elon Musk something, he's allegedly supposed to be so smart. And well, I just think and kind of like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp does the same thing. I know I've just kind of went way off. I think Johnny Depp's a transformer too, but Johnny Depp does the same thing. The interview he did with Oprah was so cringe he could hardly speak. She had to like complete his sentences for him. I'll never forget it. This was before I was really into this kind of stuff. I knew something was strange with that interview. I was like, man, he can't even speak. It's because they're so warped in their minds. If their handlers are not with them, they can't speak properly. I feel like
he was like Lady Gaga when she was standing out in front of that car. Remember, just kind of like dazed out. I mean, these people are, like you said, MK Ultra big time.
Yep. They get so fried to a point where there's nothing much you can do for them. Like,
yeah,
absolutely.
Well, all right, Uncool. I appreciate you letting me come on.
Absolutely. I appreciate
I
you
gotta
actually,
head. I gotta.
coming on, share your thoughts with us. It's always wonderful to hear your insight, man. Got
Yeah.
much respect for you, much love for you. Excellent work you do over there on the channel, man. I
Yeah. Same to
appreciate you.
you. Same to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Miss
Thank you.
Maskless. I like both y'all stuff.
Thank
We'll
you. I
have to do
really
this again.
appreciate it.
Plan on one time. Just yeah. I
Absolutely.
got your
Yeah.
email. I'll shoot you an email. We'll plan something.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do something about music videos. Let's talk about some of that stuff from the 80s. Let's take a blast from the past and lead up to
Yeah,
the
that would be a
present.
good
Let's do
idea.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Definitely.
do it.
Let's
All
do
right.
it.
All right,
All
man.
right. Well, God bless all you guys. It's good to seeing everybody. We'll holler at you. God bless.
All right, Chuck.
Later.
God bless you, homie. Yeah, so there's that. And look, now I look all creepy and huge and everything's all glowing. Oh, it's all funky looking. Okay. But yeah, everybody, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Unfortunately, Miss Maskless lost the Wi-Fi connection, but love you, girl. Thanks so much for being on. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on and chat with me and share your insight. So love you, twin. That's my home girl. That's my homie. And everybody, Supplanter, Ang Walker, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Tanya, Gypsies, Curious Georgia, Rosie Chica, Nana P, everybody just up in this piece. Man, y'all showed out tonight. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Who else we had? We had Ed up in here. Let me see. Time Cop. It's always nice to see you, Time Cop. I appreciate you. Aloha. Steve Harloha up in this piece. Yeah. Steve, you going live tonight? I bet you are. Man, you always live. Western Warrior. Yeah, good to see you. You know, and all the new subscribers. Chit Chat and Tea with Amanda Marie. Oh, I love your name. I'm gonna say it like that every time I see you. I promise you. So you might get tired of it, but too bad. I'm gonna read it just like that every time I see you. So I just appreciate y'all, just coming by and listen to us rant. I really appreciate Chuck for coming in. Man, I appreciate all of y'all. So I'm rambling at this point. Was there anything else I wanted to say? I've been reading this god-forsaken, boring book, Klaus Anal Schwab's The Fourth Industrial Revolution. There are a couple things I wanted to share in here, but I think I'll save that for another day because we've been on here long enough already. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Oh, Mentally Ill is Radio still in the chat. I'll try to catch a stream sooner next time. All right. Appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, thanks, Time Cop. Gypsies. My dad's going back to Michigan tomorrow, so I'm not going live till tomorrow night or Sunday. Okay, Steve. All right. So everybody, I really appreciate everybody, man. Yeah, much love. Putting together gift boxes for kids at church tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Ms. Maskless blocked the bot. Man, Ms. Maskless be on top of them bots. Goodness gracious, she fast. Yeah, she's fast with it. Therese Schwab or Harari requires more patience and love than I have. So we and he speaks with such an arrogant tone. Such an arrogant, matter-of-fact tone. It's just kind of nagging. And I've had this book for forever, and it's been a struggle to read it, but I'm finally making it towards the end. So whew, is all I can say. If you got the patience, go ahead and read it. It's nuts. I would rather genuinely read Revelation. I feel that. Yep, no argument there. No argument there, Tanya. Facts for sure. Facts. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Anything else I wanted to share? That's my assignment from the women's retreat to read Revelation straight through. Oh, that's interesting. That's awesome. Have you completed reading it? Have you finished? Or are you still in the process of reading it? Or how about Numbers? Whoo. That'll fix you. For sure. And look, I'm still in here rambling. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We're losing all of our viewers. So there's that. Where the paranoia is most certainly uncool. Thank you all for stopping by. I love you all. God bless you all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Miss Maskless, thank you so much for coming on, sweetheart. It's better when someone reads to you. I feel that. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Later.